Up, ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy, the franchise player Double B Babbler, joined once again by the chemical one, the mixologist himself, Mr. Chemical Julian, and the co-host with the most, Mr. Tony effing DiBern. And we're also joined by Ignite Wrestling's owner, Kim. Welcome to the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, presented to you by BodySlam.net. How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing all right. Well, I am anyway.
Well, I want to start the show off by saying these words. Cowboy shit. That's right. The Joker himself, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't watch AEW Dynamite, I'm about to spoil the shit out of it right now for you.
Spoil me, baby. Spoil me, baby. Spoil me, daddy.
Bro. Just like spoiled milk right now, I'm about to spill it all. The Joker was a man that me and Chemical Julian talked about 2 weeks ago on this show. One and only Cowboy Hangman Adam Page. Adam Page returns back to AEW Dynamite, walks into the casino ladder match, whatever the fuck it was called, and is now the man to challenge former tag team partner, former best friend, member of the elite, the super elite, Kenny Omega, for the AEW World Championship. And this could happen. This could happen at Full Gear. I mean, the show that was named after Hangman Adam Page. What do you think? What do you think, Julian?
Yeah, so here we go. Hangman Page, they've been building up this for quite some time. The Dark Order had his back. Supposedly they still do. There's that whole thing where they were talking to him in the back. He lost his confidence. There's a CD sitting on the couch. Conspiracy theories about, maybe they were leaving him notes or instructions or whatever. But anyway,
love notes.
But
dropping blue shoes in his beer.
The secret location of a stash of beer. Yeah, right. But anyway, Hangman Page. If he can go into the next pay-per-view with his knees intact, I mean, after the way he went to the table with Pac, I don't know who got the worst of that. But
why off the top of the ladder? Like, that was some crazy shit.
Man. Yeah, I mean, I get it. He was protecting Pac, but oh man, that does not look nice at all. Great spectacle, does not look nice.
29 years in this business. I've learned less is more.
I don't know if this is a Money in the Bank type of thing where he can cash in and make it a three-way dance at some point, or if he has to cash in as a singles match. Or if he can cash it in anywhere, anytime, or if he has to call it for a pay-per-view. I mean, I guess we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, he could do it at the next. What's the next upcoming pay-per-view? All Out?
Full Gear.
Full Gear.
Full Gear. Yeah, it could be next Full Gear.
And that's what I think, honestly.
Wherever they let him ride in on a horse.
So let me tell you the story about All Out in Las Vegas. I wasn't All In, wherever the fuck the pay-per-view was in Vegas. Hangman Adam Page came to the ring on a horse. Now, the casino and the hotel told them no. So they said, no, we can't have you guys doing this in the arena. So they said, okay, fine. So no one told Page. So Adam Page rode the fucking horse in. Horse is shitting all over the casino. That was one of the deep down dirtiest secrets at AEW. But before we get all into the whole recap of AEW, I kind of want to first let me give a quick shout out to the boy, the Hitman for Hire, Mr. Grimm, who's in the comments already.
Hell yeah.
That's my boy.
Mr. Grimm, what's up?
Grimm's my boy. Grimm is my boy. I've known Grimm for a long, long time.
That's my champion.
I know. He's been trying to get me to come in and challenge him for the belt, and I'm like, hey, talk to the lady with the money. Don't talk to me. Talk to the lady with the money. Yeah.
Please tell me.
I'm always about doing good business.
Endo smoke.
Yeah. Not that, Mr. Grimm, Chemical Julian.
Close enough, man.
Close enough? What?
Kim, you done walked into the crazy house right here. This podcast is we're the bad guys. As a matter of fact, Tony DiBern has been called the heel
I guess
member
so.
of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. I guess me and Julian are the white meat baby faces.
I guess you're the baby faces and I'm the heel of the show. I always thought it was like the other way around.
Nice.
I mean,
but apparently not.
Everywhere else.
Apparently because I'm pissing off the anti-vaxxers on Twitter now all of a sudden I'm the heel of the show.
Yeah, you are the bad guy.
Does that make you a heel?
I guess so.
Apparently, the man's been banned on all kind of social networks. But so Kim.
Yeah, many times over, as a matter of fact.
Kim is the owner, the operator, the promoter, the head lady in charge of Ignite Wrestling. She's also a TED Talk speaker. What the hell? When did that come about?
I just happened to. I knew people that knew people, and we were doing a TEDx locally, and I approached them, and they said, "Well, we need somebody to do comedy." And I said, "Why the fuck do you think I would do comedy?" And they said, "You're a wrestling promoter." And I went, "I'm not that funny." And they go, "Obviously, you've never heard yourself talk." And
all right.
So,
I guess that solves the problem right there.
I was gonna say, how does that work?
But no, actually, I do crack jokes at my, about not wearing spandex, and never seeing all this in spandex. But I got to talk about a very, very PG, very little happy thing about being a promoter, and it was very lighthearted, and I didn't get to tell all the weird crap because they didn't want to hear that. But no, it was one of my bucket list things that I wanted to do. I had been wanting to do TEDx for about two years, and it just kind of like fell in my lap in 2019. And I'm hoping to get to do another TEDx where I can actually talk a little bit more about other stuff, because a lot has changed over 2 years. And I'm a big vaxxer person, by the way. I love everybody must get vaccinated. I'm just gonna
put that mask on.
I like this one. I
knew you would, Tony. I knew you would. And I want to talk about this too before we get into the wrestling part of you.
Okay.
Because I will tell you, I'm one of those guys that when someone pisses me off, I say, "Thank you for coming to my TED Talk." That's like a slap to the face sometimes.
I love it when people say that, because I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Suck it.
There it is. There it is. That's pretty much my suck it. I'll be like, you know what? You can go fuck yourself. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. But tell us about this 2021 Women Who Rock nomination. Let's talk about that.
Actually, I believe that was our brewery that nominated me for that. Our venue did. Mm-hmm. It's through Florida Tech Business College, and it was small business. It was for a female small business owner, Women Who Rock. It was Women Who Rock in Business. And it was all done virtually, so it was a little different than before. And I didn't actually get to do a lot other than sit on a Zoom call with like 187 other people and then go, wow, when they said my name, and that was about it. But no, it was a huge honor for me, because one of the biggest issues I've had is credibility, and trying for people not to think that I'm like a comedy routine. And I still get the people that'll be like, "Oh, we're having a lip sync contest. You should come do it. You're used to making a fool of yourself." And I'm like,
backhanded compliment,
right?
But and they say stuff like that, and they don't see anything wrong with it, because they're like, "Well, what's your real job? What do you actually do for a living?"
Real job.
Next time,
my real job is making money. What's yours? That's my real job. I make money. What's yours? Yeah. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
That's insulting. Okay.
And they don't see it as an insult. They don't. That's the funny part. And I go, "What multi-level company do you work for that you don't actually own? Tell me that again." And then they go, "What? What'd you say?"
Exactly. So there's a lot of crazy news to go around today. But I want to kind of focus on you a little bit before we went into the titular news, the craziness in the world of professional wrestling, before we get to AEW Dynamite, which I can see Chemical Julian is chopping at the bit, because that man is a mixologist.
Yep. Also, before we get into all of the discussion about the FMW Onita
Oh
Dark
my
Side of
God.
the Ring.
Yeah, that's going to be later on because that was.
Yeah.
I will say, Ricky Fuji hit me up and he's like, "I'm on TV." I'm like, "I love you, man, but it's like 3 a.m. Go to bed."
I was doing the whole Leo DiCaprio and oh fuck, I can't remember the meme where the pointing meme.
Yeah.
I'm doing that as soon as he comes on the show.
I've wrestled that guy.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, yeah.
Oh my God. So, and then you were nominated 2018 for the Woman of the Year. I mean, is that like another business accolade?
Yeah, it was Junior Women's League.
Mhm.
So Junior Women's League, Indian River County. I was nominated by like 3 different people nominated me for that I've done business with, and yeah, I think it's cool. A lot of people think it's goofy, but that helps me like later on get other stuff. I just had right the week before our show, I just was on the front page of our local newspaper down here, and they did a whole front page article, which I didn't know about, which was funny because I walk in and half asleep into a diner, and everybody's like, "Hey, you're on the front page of the paper," and I'm like, "I didn't get arrested."
You're like, what? That's not a mug shop. What the hell are you talking
What
about?
are you talking about? I didn't shoot nobody.
Yeah,
I thought they were like, they did a story. I'd seen it online. I thought it was buried, and I come in and it's like on the front page of the paper, like right on the fold, and it's like, "Yep, that's me."
Man.
They're like, "Why don't you ever look like this when we see you?" Yeah, you see me at 7 a.m, eating scrambled eggs. I don't look that good at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh shit.
So kill that overlay there, or figure out a way to get that moved here.
What is that, Tony?
There we go. So that is the picture that I found of the 25 women who were nominated 2018 for the Indian River Woman of the Year award. And if we had a better quality version of that picture, you would see Kim there in the back.
With the purple shirt, with the purple blouse or lavender blouse.
Kind of pinky purple.
Yeah. See, ladies and gentlemen, we bring some of the most amazing people on this podcast, and Tony is our technical guru. He's the one that figures out and finds all this cool shit. He's the producer with the most.
I gotta worry what else he's gonna find out about.
Hey, don't get him started. Tony will.
I've got what, an hour and 15 minutes.
Tony will find out what you did in 1905. I mean, you weren't even born, but he'll figure that shit out.
I'm
57. I ain't that old.
So tell me this: as one of the only women professional wrestling promoters around, I mean, I've known you for a long time. God damn, it's been a long time.
5 years.
Yeah, it's been a lot of years. How do you feel being like on top of the game, like on top, like being in the top? What am I trying to say? On top of the game, and have all these peers look up to you as like, wow, you're the first woman. Like, you run a company in Florida. Like, people, you don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. There's like 5,000 fucking wrestling companies in Florida. I remember WrestleMania week in Orlando. I wrestled like 17 times in 3 days for different companies. There's a lot of fucking wrestling in Florida.
I haven't run WrestleMania. What was that? 2017. We did a show 2017, and I won't do it again. Oh my God, what a nightmare!
Tony the Feds. Leave it up to Grim. Leave it up to Grim.
Don't mess with my monster, man. He'll mess you up.
Well, Grim, just so you know,
you can ask him sometime my reaction to him winning the title.
Well, I will one up you on that one. The BCW Worldwide presents the return is going to be October 23rd. 3 weeks from Monday, I believe. It's going to be live on pay-per-view. Now, I know for a fact that there is a match that doesn't have. There's a person on the show that doesn't have an opponent.
That's right.
And he's the BCW Worldwide No Limits champion. The wonderful one, Zach Winters of the The what do they call themselves? The Freak Show?
Show. Wonderful Zach Winter's Freak Show.
Mr. Grimm, the Ignite Heavyweight Champion. I know the booker of BCW. He's a pretty good friend of mine. Like I see him like all the fucking time. Real cool dude.
Yep.
Like I will vouch for that guy as being a fucking great guy.
I know he's got a lot on his plate too.
He's got a lot on his fucking plate. Like that man is busy. I'm just saying, you know, if Grimm wants to come out here and maybe put the Ignite Championship on the line against the BCW Worldwide No Limits Champion, I mean, I might be able to like talk to the promoter and be like, hey, this guy is, you know, I mean, we've been trying to get Grimm out here for a long time. So I mean,
maybe we can see about doing maybe I don't know, some kind of a title match in one location, title match in another location kind of deal, something like that. Yeah, talent exchange maybe. Oh. Who knows?
I don't know. Graham, what do you think about that?
All these forbidden doors opening.
I know,
Cheyenne
right?
Shepherd. Cheyenne's in the house. Oh shit, Cheyenne. I ain't seen you in a long time. You want to see me wrestle, Cheyenne? Here's where you can see me wrestle.
A little over 2 weeks.
Here's where you can see me wrestle, Cheyenne. I'm gonna get a pen and paper ready, Cheyenne, because it's about to get dropped. It's about to be spilled like a whole bunch of tea in Boston. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Cheyenne pre-sale tickets are available.
Boom. Right here, BCW Worldwide presents the return, October 23rd to Holocene, 1001 Southeast, Morrison Street, Portland, Oregon, 97214. For advance tickets, call Patty Dietz at 503-757-3132. Email bcwbooker@gmail.com, or you can now go to Eventbrite. You can download the information on Eventbrite. Just type in BCW Worldwide and boom, pre-sale tickets are, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to shoot your shit with you guys. I'm going to be real.
Thanks for everyone.
Pre-sale tickets are going quick. Oh my freaking God. They're going quick. They're going so damn quick. I looked at the thing today and I'm like, there were 75 advanced tickets on Monday. I screenshot that shit. Cheyenne, hit me up.
Speaking of people who might be getting shot here pretty soon.
Oh my God! See, and Grimm always with the body bags, dude.
Right?
Look, always with the violence. Always with the. I love it.
He did not bring his body bags to Florida. I just want to point that out because of
Florida's got plenty of
them. As far as you know.
Yeah.
As far as you know.
Oh no, I was in the locker room looking for them.
Grimm over there hanging out with Arn Anderson and shit.
I want to talk about that. I don't think we got to. Did we get a chance to talk about that last time out?
No, but Grimm over there talking about.
Oh God.
Grim out there talking about he want to hang out with Arn Anderson. You better watch out.
We'll talk about Armed Anderson.
Armed Anderson, that's right.
Anderson.
Him and his son Glock.
Anderson.
Him and his son Glock
Put him
Anderson.
in the morgue.
First off, no sumo suits because I am. No, I'm not fat, Cheyenne. You goddamn know this. Cheyenne, you get my phone number. Text me, and I'll give you some information. Cheyenne used to work with me. Pretty cool chick. Too bad she wants me to be wearing a sumo suit like a fat guy. I'm 220, not 475. Anyway, so going. You see how this show gets off the rails, Kim?
Hell yeah, it does.
We never have a plan. We just come on here and we shoot the shit and we talk about professional wrestling.
We call it in the ring, baby.
That's right. Walk and talk. So being a woman in professional wrestling, a highly respected woman in the state of
lady. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I ain't trying to get slapped. Okay. How do you feel being like one of the top promoters in the state of Florida? Because right now everyone's there.
I don't think I'm one of the top. I'm one of the ones that's trying.
Your promotion is one of the top companies around. I hear it all the time. For as long as I've known you, I've known that company has been one of the pillars out there in Florida. So ladies and gentlemen, she's just being really modest. Her company is the shit. I mean, how many big name talent do you bring out of that company?
We've had over 60 that have appeared on television out of 170 wrestlers. Oh, by the way,
some promotions that don't have 60, period.
You were talking about Grimm bringing the belt. I kind of have Grimm's belt.
Oh.
Grimm doesn't have the belt. I have Grimm's belt right now.
Oh, Grimm.
Well.
Grimm, let me show you something, Grimm. Watch this. Look.
Sorry.
Pay attention to this, Grimm. That's what you call a championship trophy case right there, my friend.
Yeah, I because the belts are new and everything. I don't want anybody to touch the belts yet.
Okay.
I'm kind of like, no. I had some belts that weren't returned to me.
Oh, gotcha.
One got lost in a move, and the other one, I don't know where it went.
Did the loser leave town and take the belt with him?
I upgraded the belts, and I don't let the talent take the belts. That way I can control the talent. No.
That sounds like a pretty smart thing to do. I mean, that's how you keep your shit. That's how you keep your shit, ladies and gentlemen.
And what do you do with belts?
See?
What'd you say, Chemical Julian?
What do you do with the old belts? Do you have like just a kind of like a historical lineage?
The two of the belts came up missing. Two of the tag belts, the tag champions still have. They're in their trophy case, and the women's belts that we hadn't used yet are actually in my closet. But my men's title, my men's title got lost in a move, and the women's title, when I never got it back after I stripped her of the title, so I don't know what she did with it, and I don't want it back.
Oh, are we calling someone out?
I'm just saying, I've never got it back in months.
Oh man, I mean, if you want us to call some people out, we can get your shit back. I mean,
no, I don't want it back.
Well, looks like we lost Tony DiBern, and ladies and gentlemen, we're not on SmackDown. I apologize for
back to SmackDown.
The shitty overlay.
Let's talk about AEW just for a second before he comes back, because I legit thought that they pushed Hangman because he had the biggest pop of the night when he came out.
I will tell you, I will tell you, Hangman Adam Page. Oh, Tony just said his power went out. We've had like a lot of storms here, so I mean, it's hope it doesn't happen here. AEW, I mean, the show was great. I mean, don't get me wrong. And Hangman Adam Page is so funny because on Twitter, there was a guy that just said, the guy who creates the graphic cards for AEW is having a field day, because it says AEW says Adam Page 11-1. And then on the top of the card goes, Adam Page finally shows up to work.
Yes, it sure did. Yep.
Oh, that's funny. That is too funny. Like I said, like Kim, the world of professional wrestling is freaking crazy right now. I mean, as a woman in professional wrestling, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
As a highly respected woman in professional wrestling, I'm going to ask you this question. What are your thoughts on the Tessa Blanchard situation?
I think she needs to learn to shut up at some point.
Okay. Because, I mean,
she's a phenomenal worker, but her attitude and her mouth overload her talent.
Yeah, exactly. Time. Well, there was some breaking news. And it really, some breaking news. And I want to talk about it because David McLean, the owner of Women of Wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Made the stupidest fucking mistake tonight.
Yep.
By doing a press conference to announce the signing of Tessa Blanchard during a fucking AEW show. You would have best been like smart to do that during a fucking NXT 2.0, because no one watches that shit. But he did a press conference and a relaunch of Women of Wrestling. Yeah. But the thing that the news that really totally shocked everyone, not that Tessa Blanchard got signed, but that AJ Lee was also announced. She was at the press conference.
See, I didn't hear that part. All I heard was Twitter blowing up over how much people lost respect for Women of Wrestling.
Well, I'll tell you this, Tessa Blanchard.
She got buried in that because it was all how people actually lost their respect for the company.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, Jeannie Buss, daughter of Laker owner Jerry Buss, she basically signed a deal with Viacom to bring new episodes of the series to a CBS affiliate later this year. So, while wrestling is back. And she spoke with ET Online. She said wrestling presentation of women has long been very important to her. And now she is presenting the epitome of sports entertainment that is a highlight of athleticism, of these superstars, and they are reintroducing WoW with our partnership with Viacom CBS Global Distribution. That allows them to continue the mission to provide wrestling fans with WoW superheroes. Now, we have a friend of ours, a friend of the channel, who just got signed to WWE. As a matter of fact, she just left, like, I want to say a week ago to Florida. she's down in Florida now. She sent me a couple text messages to Snap, and that's Real Faithy J. She's down there. But AJ Mendez is now going to be a producer on WoW. So CM Punk's wife is back in wrestling, and she's an executive producer on WoW. But the fact that she's an executive producer on this WoW series that features Tessa Blanchard, I mean, you can do one or two things. One, you can have Tessa issue a statement apologizing for the shit that she's done, the shit that she said, her attitude, and ask for forgiveness. Because quite honestly,
she's never going to do it.
Of course not. Because she's got a fucking ego on her because she's so good. That's crazy. She is so good. And she's wasting her talent.
Well, half of her problem is if she could stop training with pedophiles like Chase and Rance, that would help too.
Man. Oh man. You know, that's a very big topic on this podcast.
Yeah, because I heard all about him out in Vegas.
Yeah, Tony DiBern was at Cauliflower Alley. And yeah, it's yeah. It was a bad situation. Very bad situation.
He's a jerk. He's an absolute jerk. He did and I won't deny he did work for me, and I did use his ring, but he also sat to my face and lied about everything about his past. And we were told a totally different story by multiple people who lied for him. And once we found out what was actually going on, that was the end of him. He's not allowed in our building. He's not allowed anything to do with us. He's gone. But no, he sat right in our face and lied.
Well, I know for a fact that
he doesn't care who he buries. I've seen him destroy companies down here.
Really? Who the fuck is Chase? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I can give two shits about Chase and Rance.
He actually, I'll tell you a true story. He actually went into a company that no longer exists. They were a shitty company anyway. I'm saying that nicely. At a PAL Center, which is a police athletic league, as the booker, came in under a mask and also brought a sexual predator in.
Oh my God, I remember that.
And I mean, that was a huge controversy for the PAL Center down there. And I mean, it hurt every company in the area because those of us that didn't know the whole story that had worked with them, we were kind of painted the same way. So it took us years to get that stench off of us.
Man, look, I'll tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is the shooting hour. We're not giving no fucks. We're just going to talk about what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
And
sorry,
quite honestly, that situation changed a lot of people's opinion on professional wrestling in that area. Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, like all around that area right there. It's been so much trauma because of this guy. And, you know, it's there are people in this industry that shouldn't be in this industry. And there are people in this industry that were brought into this industry. Yeah. People that are brought into this industry that probably shouldn't be in this industry. There's also people in this chat that shouldn't be in this chat either. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out of here.
I'm sorry. That just kind of caught my attention there for a second.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. You know, sometimes we get a couple trolls here every now and then. One time we had Jake Paul pop in here. I was like, what the hell? But anyway, the point I'm making is this industry is an industry that was built on respect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but when you violate that respect, and I'm not talking about just respect between workers, I'm talking about respect between workers, fans, everyone in the business. That speaking out movement really shook up this business. A lot of people got called out.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were called out and there was proof that you did this shit, you know, just like down in Vegas, Jason Rance, allegedly, I wasn't there, allegedly was working out in a ring with a minor.
Oh, no, he doesn't make any secret of it. He posts it.
And the thing that bothers me is, as a promoter, as a wrestler, as someone involved in this business, as a podcaster, as just a general, just a fucking human being, why would you allow someone like that in your business? And not just in your business, in your life. And why would you allow someone like that who, I mean, I'm not gonna glorify it. I'm not gonna like, make it basically what I'm trying to say is, if you are involved in a situation where children are involved and you are caught and you are put out there like, yeah, you did this shit, the person allowing you to work for their company around kids, like for instance, there's a promoter in North Dakota, and I worked for that guy, and my partner and I were in a car with him, and he straight up said, yeah, I'm I'm on probation for child molestation. I looked at my partner, he looked at me, and we're like, oh, fuck this. So we decided to never work for that company again.
Oh.
And I have friends that live in North Dakota that happen to go to that show, and they're like, yeah, he's in the ring with 12-year-old kids, 15-year-old kids. And I'm like, he's a convicted child molester. He's like convicted of raping little boys.
Oh.
And people are still working for him. I had a guy that was going to come on the podcast that was definitely afraid to come on the podcast because they knew that we outed this guy on our podcast. So it's crazy.
Yep.
It makes me sick to my stomach. So I'm going to move on to another topic. What we're going to do is we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And then we're going to come back, and Julian is going to spill all the tea, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, there's tea to be spilled.
Oh my God, for AEW Dynamite. We'll be right back.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And look, my partner just jumped on. He said, the craziest car ride of my career. Bro.
I can only imagine.
Should we, so just exciting, the BCW Worldwide Champion. Should we put the guy's name out on blast? If so, go ahead and put it in the comments. But it looks like our boy Tony DiBern has rejoined us. Welcome back.
Tony DiBern is back.
Thank you.
Just in time for the recap of the 2-year anniversary of AEW Dynamite.
Good timing. Fuck yeah.
All right. Well, we're talking about AEW Dynamite here. Oh shit, that's Rampage. Look, we're all messed up here
I
tonight.
was gonna say wrong one.
Oh man, we're all messed up here tonight.
You don't have one for Dark, you know.
See, if you talk about Dark, I know all about Dark. That's my boy.
So we
over
can talk about Dark. We can talk about Dark Elevation. I don't know. Maybe let me talk to Cass and see what he thinks about us doing bodyslam.net review of Dark and Dark Elevation because I would much rather do that than NXT.
Hey, well, I'll tell you what.
I'd rather poke my eyeballs out with hot pokers than watch NXT.
They got Wesley. I mean,
They got Tony D'Angelo. Think about it.
I spent about 4 hours this afternoon with our boy Adam Woods, Mr. According to Woods himself. Drinking a few beers, talking about wrestling, and he is Mr. Dark Elevation himself. That is his show. So if you want to talk Dark Elevation, go ahead and ping him. He'll be
Looks like I might have another show to do with.
I think you might have to, yeah.
What do you like to call him? The Maharaja of the MMA?
The Maharaja of MMA, the philosopher of fisticuffs.
That's right.
Philosopher of fisticuffs. I like that. Yeah.
Mr. Adam, According to Woods, ladies and gentlemen, you can check Adam Woods out on Facebook. You can check him out on YouTube. You can check out his YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Go like, click, and subscribe. Adam, According to Woods. Just the According to Woods page. I'm telling you right now, the guy is the shit. And speaking of the shit, Cassidy Haynes and Dom on the Push, the other amazing podcast here on the bodyslam.net network, they are doing a giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. Like, click, and subscribe. They're doing a giveaway. Cass is going to give out. He's going to give out a Funko Pop. Dom's going to give out a copy of WrestleMania.
Oh wow!
I'm going to give out a copy of WrestleMania.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Like it's lit, bro. I mean, like, look, like, click, and subscribe. Go to bodyslam.net on YouTube. Go to BCW Worldwide. Go to the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast on YouTube. Like, click, and subscribe on both channels, and you may get
away the farm.
This. Yeah, we're talking about WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. It's a 3-disc set. All you gotta do is go like, click, and subscribe. And you know what? If you get this one, you might get this one as well.
Oh man!
Oh man, we're giving away the farm here. We're giving all the goods away.
Right.
Now, speaking of giving away the goods, if you are a professional wrestler in the state of Oregon, if you're a fan in the state of Oregon, Washington, like Idaho, if you grew up watching professional wrestling here, you know all about Portland wrestling.
It's upside down.
It's upside down. It's like that one time I went out live on television with my belt upside down. It was ridiculous.
It's upside down.
I'm talking about Portland wrestling. Look at this. 1997 to 1980. We got matches on here with Dutch Savage, Ed Wiskowski, better known as Colonel DeBeers. We got Playboy Buddy Rose, Hustler Rip Rogers. Like, we got some names on here. Stan the Man Stasiak, the Outlaw Ron Bass, Texas legend Gino Hernandez. Oh my God. Shane, listen here, you dick. Shane always has some shit to say. Shane always has some shit to say.
Always.
Shane, can you count? 1, 2, 3.
He said not 2 discs, but 3 discs.
Oh, okay, Shane. I apologize. I was a dick, Shane. I apologize. Shane is still Cheryl's bitch. Anyway, let's talk about AEW Dynamite real quick. Julian, let's jump into this.
Oh my gosh. AEW Dynamite, 2nd anniversary of AEW Dynamite. Live on TBS. No, TNT.
TNT.
I don't know. I'm watching on Sling TV and it said AEW Dynamite. I clicked on the icon. And for the first time in I don't know how many weeks, CM Punk did not open the show.
Wow.
Right?
Oh my God, but he sure was there.
Has the scent come off the rose? Has the stink fell off the skunk? I don't know. But he did not open up the show. But don't worry, he shows up later. Of course he shows up later. We immediately kick off with I want to call him Jurassic 3. We immediately start off with Jurassic Express, Bryan Danielson and Christian Cage versus the Super League. And of course, Brandon Cutler and Michael Nakazawa come out with them. Let me tell you, like, one of the best parts about this match. Well, so far, so last week we had Adam Cole versus Jungle Boy. So this is kind of, following up on that because, we had the Young Bucks attack Jungle Boy. Adam Cole had him the camel clutch. And they gave him the super kicks. and just had the way with them. So now it's going to be the heels, Group A baby faces versus Group B heels. The heels being the super elite, in case you hadn't figured that part out.
They're getting a pop though. How are they the heels?
Contrary
like
to
Adam
popular
Cole,
belief,
baby.
there were no good brothers in this match. They're probably at their real job on Impact, because I think that's where they're signed, because that's where they were tag team champions, or are they still tag team champions?
Their real job.
Yeah, so maybe they have the night off for a change, so they can go do what they're supposed to do. Anyway, so we start off with Jungle Boy and Nick Jackson, and look, your man, the dinosaur himself, Luchasaurus. Man, I don't know where he's been holding this bag of tricks. I don't know where he's been hiding these moves, but he hits super kicks. He hits a moonsault. He hits choke slams. He's like a T-Rex on fire in the ring.
He hit that acai moonsault on Kenny and Adam Page. Adam Cole.
He's working more than a big man move. Than a big man match. He's actually on fire, but not for long. But but still,
Get your shit in.
actually watching Luchasaurus get his in is a good thing to see. Bryan Danielson does hit a Tiger Suplex, which is fantastic. And I know for everybody who's saying right now, this is pro wrestling. We're getting pro wrestling. Yeah, I know. He also gets a diving top rope headbutt, which, ladies and gentlemen, I think is one of the dumbest moves in wrestling. Diving headbutt. I never understood
I fucking
that.
agree.
Even if you're Samoan and your head is allegedly 3 times thicker than the average human, it's not a good move. It's just not.
There's also a lot of connotations that go along with that move from a certain Canadian wrestler who
Hey, don't
shall
blame Canada,
not be
blame
named.
yourself.
Hey.
Not that guy. Not that one.
Benoit?
God damn it.
New heel right there. That's right. New heel.
I guess she's the heel
tonight.
now. Damn.
Yeah.
Look, Julian, look at the screen. On the left side of the screen, it's you and I, the baby faces. On the other side of the screen, some damn dirty heels. Some damn dirty heels.
You hit your head that much, you go freaking nuts.
Hey,
It's not healthy to smack your phone
Allegedly.
like that.
Allegedly.
Scramble your brains like that.
Hey, so Adam Cole, of course, gets in the ring, and what does he do? He hits the Panama Sunrise, of course, on Jungle Boy. Bryan Danielson, my apologies. He gets in the ring. He fights off all 4 of the heels, and he's kicking the crap out of Kenny Omega. What we end up with is the Super Elite members teamed up for a 4-man BTE trigger on Jungle Boy.
Okay, so here's the thing about this. Here's the thing about this, and this really annoys me. This really annoys the shit out of me. They're building fucking Jungle Boy Jack Perry up to be a star.
Yep.
But every week he's getting fucked up by the Elite. Like he got beat last week by Adam Cole in a really great match. 2 weeks prior, he got beat up there. He beat up Marco Stunt. No one fucking likes him.
Marco Stunt needs to get beat up.
You know what? I will beat him. You know what? Any promoter watching this show right now, any promoter, anyone, I don't give a fuck where you are. I will fly myself there. I will pay you to book me versus Marco Stunt so I can beat the holy piss out of that dude. He is such the fucking douchebag.
But did you see Luther throw Serpentico at him last week or this past week?
Yes.
I love Serpentico, and I was like, that is the best use of Serpentico in 2 years. Just throw him at Marcus.
Right. And Serpentico is one of your boys. He wrestled for you at one time, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he's that's my snake. That's my snake. Man.
Throw the snake
but
at
as
the
much
asshole.
as much as you're complaining about Jungle Boy getting the 4-on-1 I mean, later on that night, I mean, all things being equal, fair being fair, Darby Allin got a beat down by 4 masked men in the back area, with the limo, and he got the poor man's lawn dart. Now we all know when we say lawn dart, we mean Kevin Nash throwing Rey Mysterio into the side of the production truck. This was like 3 dudes throwing Darby Allin into a stop sign. So he got the poor man's lawn dart, and he just got the crap stomped out of him. And then he got
keeps you humble.
A 4. He got a F5. What they call the F5, the F6, the F7, whatever they call it. He got one of those into a bunch of guardrails too. But so just so nothing's lost on you, I mean, the first match out the gate was 18 minutes. So I mean, that ate up a good amount of time.
Mm-hmm. Too long.
And
still not as long as the Roman Reigns promo.
Believe that.
Acknowledge him. Adam Woods will not acknowledge Roman Reigns as his tribal chief, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to say that. But the next match, it was the match that I was most excited for. And that was for the TNT Championship. We're talking about Sami Guevara versus Bobby Fish. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about Bobby Fish. He just got out of an NXT deal. His 90-day whatever clause was over, 30-day clause was over. Shows up. He challenged Sami Guevara live on Twitter last week for a championship. Now everyone's like, the TNT title is where everyone comes to AEW and they make a name for themselves. First off, Bobby Fish don't need to make a fucking name for himself. That guy is amazing.
Yes, he is.
Secondly, people were saying, "Oh, it's a one-off. Bobby's not going to come back. It's just a one-off. It's just a one-off." If you look at the graphic, if you look at the TNT graphic, they post it on their YouTube channel, on their YouTube page, and they post it on their Twitter page. If you look at the shirt, Bobby Fish's shirt has an AEW logo at the bottom. AEW doesn't make fucking t-shirts for people that are just going to be there one time, ladies and gentlemen.
Facts.
So I'm going to go ahead and say Bobby Fish to AEW confirmed.
Yep.
Now, does that mean Bobby Fish joins the Super Elite?
But
Probably
we have
not.
well, hold on. So should Bobby Fish join the Super Elite? No. You know why? Because I really don't think Adam Cole has really maybe forgiven the Bucks for kicking my Bullet Club.
Wait. Hold on. Before you go there, I know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Bobby Fish, Sami Guevara for the AEW TNT Championship. Amazing fucking match. I mean, I'm not the biggest Sami Guevara fan, and that stems from my time in Texas. But all in all, this was probably the best fucking match Sami Guevara has ever had. I mean, the Falcon Arrow, Bobby Fish with the Avalanche Falcon Arrow, Fish with exploders and the turnbuckles. Like, man, this match was so close. This was a wrestling lesson for Sami Guevara.
Yeah.
Bobby Fish beat his ass. But Sami Guevara won with the feast strides to retain the TNT Championship. And don't get me wrong, Sami Guevara is good. A Spanish God? Maybe not. The best ever? Definitely not. But on tonight, he won. He retained his championship. But trust and believe, Bobby Fish is not done in AEW.
Not one bit.
Now, before we go to what you were saying, I want to talk about this bullshit with Dan Lambert and America's Top Team.
Why is this MMA fighters coming out to beat up a wrestler? And if the MMA fighters end up losing to a wrestler, what does it do to their win-loss ratio or their careers or their credibility?
I mean, Junior Dos Santos fucking comes out, joins the beatdown. Fuego gets his ass whooped every week. I feel bad for Fuego. He got a job just to get his ass whooped. I mean, he is the perennial Barry Horowitz. Please give this guy a fucking win.
Hire Virgil.
No, you can't hire Virgil. He's too busy sitting on the Star on Hollywood Walk of Fame on Vince's Star selling his merch. So he's making his money. He's making his fucking money. You can go see him Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. like a regular fucking job, 40 hours a week, sitting in the Hollywood Walk of Fame, sitting on the Star that Vince McMahon got selling his merch. Ladies and
Right.
gentlemen, Vince, Virgil, whatever the fuck you want to call him, is making his dinero. Chilling on
Is
the
he-
No, he's
Yeah,
making
WWE.
he's making his fuck money.
Yeah,
Is he trying to
making
go
his-
in with Prego?
Oh my god. Anyway, America's Top Team beats the holy piss out of Jericho again. The Inner Circle
Yeah.
versus the Men of the Year and Junior
Again.
Dos Santos is going to be a match. That's going to be. I don't know.
I
I'm
was gonna
so.
say, where are they going with this?
I'm done with that. I'm done with this. Like Scorpio Sky and fucking Ethan Page. Ethan Page is a great talker.
Sure,
The dude can cut a promo. The guy's fucking amazing.
I agree.
Kim, you know this. Tony, you know this. And Julian, I'm sure you know this. In the world of professional wrestling, they pair a manager, a mouthpiece with someone who can't fucking talk.
Correct.
Mhm.
Sky can talk.
Yep.
Ethan Page can talk.
Definitely.
Now, don't get me wrong. Dan Lambert is great on the mic. He
Yes, he
has
is.
one of those fucking, I really want to punch him in the faces.
Yeah,
He
and you
has
can
that-
tell he's a legitimate fan of professional wrestling. Apparently, he
Oh, yeah.
grew up watching Florida Championship Wrestling,
That's right.
so he
grew
knows
up watching
he knows
Dusty
the
Rhodes.
business.
Yeah, he knows the business. And that's, God damn it. You ever get a message on your phone and you look at it like, what the hell? Someone's trying to throw me off my game here. Ain't gonna work. But anyway, it's just fucking stupid. It's dumb. I'm sick and tired of watching it. It's ridiculous. This is one of the things that I pride myself on saying that AEW is professional wrestling. Until you get this sports entertainment bullshit right here.
Yeah.
So if this show was rated 1 out of 10, it would be an 8 because you gave 15 minutes of this bullshit. But I will say this. I am so happy for the man, the myth, and the legend. Max Caster, ladies and gentlemen. I fucking love Max Caster. His raps are always over the top funny. Like, he is so funny. He's such a great wrestler too. So the Acclaim cut a promo about how they're going to get a tag team title shot. Or they want a tag team title shot. The Acclaim versus the Lucha Bros. I'm here for that. I can just imagine
New
fucking
match. It's
Max
fresh.
Caster talking shit to Penta. Just rapping in his face.
That should be great.
Penta like. I can see
Totally
that. That'd
here
be
for
awesome.
it. Totally.
So, Aubrey Edwards and Tony Schiavone introduces the new mid-card championship. And we all knew this was coming. The AEW TBS Championship.
Yes.
And it will be contested on Dynamite when Dynamite moves to TBS January 5th.
All right.
Sorry, but that belt was fucking ugly.
I have not seen it yet. I've not seen it.
I've seen it. It's cheesy looking.
It's
Yeah. So it's the TBS Championship. That's
Yeah,
gonna be
let me
contested on
look up the
2018.
picture.
Tony, don't do it. Tony, don't do it.
It looks like
Don't hurt yourself,
it
Tony.
looks
Don't do
really
it.
bedazzled.
It's like
Hey, so you ever seen people who like send you a picture of a diamond encrusted 300ZX?
yes,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
yeah.
Because you're like, why'd you do all that?
Remember how we all talked about how the New Japan World Championship was ugly? I wear
Remember
the
how
New
that
Japan
rapper
title
with that
before I wear the
diamond in his
TBS title.
forehead looked like a broke vision?
Yeah, I would wear the TBS title. I mean, I would wear the New Japan title before I wear the TBS title.
But that's a women's belt anyway, so.
Shit.
I'll
put you this way.
A little freaking butterfly on it. And
The
bedazzle
Divas
it.
Championship, that ugly ass butterfly belt looked better than this diamond encrusted.
The butterfly belt worked for its time.
Yeah, well, you know,
At
Johnny
its
Laurinaitis-
time.
Its time.
Johnny
I don't
Laurinaitis is back, so
You know,
I
doesn't
think
the IWGP belt look a little bit like the Nightmare Factory symbol?
yes, that's it.
I think
Okay,
Tony
so
Khan-
I just saw it. It's
It's fugly.
eh.
It looks like
Going to
Whoever
And,
wins that belt, their kid is going to take like Play-Doh and just like roll it across it.
Also, to our earlier point in regards to Bobby Fish, they actually made the official announcement that he is all elite as of 1 hour ago.
Correct, ladies and gentlemen.
That
So
was a
you
good
also
get.
mentioned Ernest
That was a good get.
That was.
I agree.
That was a very good get. We talk about the stupidity of Vince McMahon getting rid of all this great talent. Yeah, that was a stupid thing. But anyway, going to the next match. Go on, Julian. Let's talk about the next match.
Darby Allin with Sting versus Nick Comoroto with QT Marshall and Aaron Solo.
Marshall.
3 minutes and 15 seconds. Allin hits a cutter and a coffin drop for the win.
Wow.
Because he needed to save up all his energy for that ass whooping he's going to take in the back later on.
Yeah.
Like, his opponent's entrance was not televised. It was like, hey, here's Darby Allin.
Nick Comoroto, who had main evented.
That'd have been 400 camera angles if it was WWE. So
true. So he comes off of. So he's about 2 months out of main eventing in a random bull rope match with Dustin Rhodes, and now he's doing 3-minute jobs to Darby Allin. That's yeah.
Hey, but after the match,
was it about
QT Marshall hops in the ring, gives Sting a cutter, and he no-sells it, pops up, and gives him the Scorpion Death Drop. It's the monster!
Oh, man.
Monster!
I'm about to put Sting over big, bro. I'm about to Sting over big. Look, Sting never got a chance to wrestle the Undertaker. That was the match that everybody wanted. Sting versus Taker, right? You think Sting's gonna sell some bullshit like that? No, bro. He probably hit Sting with that move and didn't tell Sting he was gonna do it.
Okay, hold
and Sting
on.
was like, what the fuck?
He's like, fuck you.
So QT Marshall gives Sting a diamond cutter, and he no-sells it. However, if DDP gave him the diamond cutter, he'd sell the shit out of it.
Damn right he would.
It all depends on who gives it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta respect DDP.
Hell yeah.
Gotta respect DDP.
Yeah, I mean, if we're thinking about this in RPG terms, it's clear that QT Marshall has not leveled up his diamond cutter, like where DDP has got his at a fucking like supernova goddamn level. So yeah, clearly QT Marshall has not been doing his training. You know, he's been too busy abusing whatever.
He didn't do the Kamehameha charge up before he hit that diamond cutter. That was
fuck yeah, no, he hasn't. And we might have lost Bad Blood.
He's frozen on my view.
So
yeah,
same
he's
here.
on my view also.
Yep, looks like we've lost him. All right, we will continue the show, and in lieu of Mr. Bad Blood.
What am I?
Now we can trash talk him.
Yeah, we can. We can.
Yeah, all night long.
But on to the next match after the beatdown of Darby Allin.
Hey, so don't forget, we've got more drama going on with the Dark Order. There's a pre-tape segment in the back where they're going back and forth to figure out who's in charge, who's calling the shots. And
the girl is.
John Silver and Alan Angels bickered for a moment until Anna Jay said, are they on the same page or not? And they all held up the Dark Order hand sign. Is the Dark Order supposed to be almost like juggalos?
I don't know. Shit.
That would explain a lot.
It would.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah.
So Dante Martin did an interview with Tony Schiavone, and we end up with Malachi Black in the ring beside him. And as far as the challenge goes, Malachi Black says that the House of Black accepts his challenge.
Sorry, guys. The power went out.
Oh wow.
Jeez,
Yeah.
you too?
Yeah, the power went out. The Dark Order is fine, Shane. Yeah, the power went out here at the house, and everything just
The
clicked.
Dark Order got you.
Yeah, it flickered on. They were like, join the Dark Order. I just saw a purple hand do this. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, no. I'm not joining you, John Silver.
All right. Malachi Black. Go on.
And so, so the next one was, Ricky Starks talking about the FTW Championship. I think at that point I had to go to the bathroom. But Taz was
I was going to say, so
bathroom break.
That video package that they ran for Ricky Starks last week was like the most random, unnecessary video package I think I've ever seen in professional wrestling. What purpose did it serve?
Good question. Well, Ricky Starks did come back from a broken neck, so I mean,
he's
no Kurt Angle, but
I was like, it didn't even really put that over at all, and now, what are they? I'm trying to figure out what are they even doing with Team Taz? What are they doing with Ricky Starks? They don't seem to be building him up for anything in particular.
Hey, well, Roads to Success, or House of Roads, Back on the Roads. What's the show called?
I don't know, and I don't want to know. I don't want to watch it.
Road to Success or something like that.
Yeah. So anyway, on this episode, they showed Ricky Starks, and they're like, he's got a broken neck, and he's trying to get back. He's healing, and he's getting back in the ring. Coincidentally, now on TV, he's your FTW champion. So,
honestly, the FTW belt doesn't mean shit.
Not really.
Has it ever?
I mean, no.
It hasn't met anything since Sabu won it from Taz initially back in 99.
That title was basically. I mean, that title was basically a Taz fuck the world championship.
Yeah, exactly.
It was not recognized. Tony Khan, the master of the open door, the forbidden door, just decided, hey, you know what? We need a championship other than the AEW world title. That was before the TNT title came out. So Taz was like, hey, I got this belt. It's been sitting in my closet for like X amount of months. Can we use it? It's an unofficial, non-sanctioned championship. So it is what it is. They put the belt on there. They put it there for a reason.
I think you just lost a bet.
It was like rock, paper, scissors. Oh, shit, I lost.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll use your belt.
They can
it was like a.
That's no credibility, but we'll use it anyway.
Your hacksaw Jim Duggan was in the back, and he reached in the trash. And he found out I mean,
I actually
they did it before. They can do it again.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to talk about shitty, just let's throw some random championship out there. Impact Wrestling Digital Media Championship. That's like the joke of the day on paper. I was
about to ask the same thing. What are you talking about?
You don't know, Julian?
No.
Oh, you don't want to know.
How do you win? By taking pictures of your opponent?
Impact Wrestling is giving themselves a television championship, but considering they don't really have a TV deal, they're going to have a title for social media. And this championship is called the Digital Media Championship.
Okay.
I said it.
Don't they have Matt Cardona on the roster?
Sometimes.
Matt
Cardona, doesn't he have like an internet championship belt?
I think Vince took that away. Vince confiscated that.
No, apparently I guess he just won it back from somebody just recently, like in the last few days or something. So this is actually a thing that he has in his possession.
Oh, that's the belt that Chelsea Green did the naked picture with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you have the belt already.
Okay.
And people already know about said belt.
At Bound for Glory, there's gonna be a tournament for the Digital Media Champion, and my boy Ziggy Dice, former NWA television champion, is in the tournament.
Okay, stop. They're already breaking the rules. if this is going to be a pay-per-view,
which you're going to.
He's right. He's right.
Which you're
He's
going to
right.
be reporting
then
live.
they can't defend it on the pay-per-view. They can only. Okay, look. The only way the title can change hands is if the title change is captured by like Instagram video.
It's a TikTok championship.
Then they need the guy doing the selfie gimmick.
TikTok championship
That it works.
Oh God.
on Periscope.
On Periscope.
They need Tyler Breeze out there doing it.
And he's a free agent.
Tyler Breeze actually is now under, well, not Tyler Breeze, but it's Dango is not doing the big Dango gimmick, and Tyler Breeze might be joining him. So big Dango and Tyler. Look here, here. Let me show you guys something. Here. This is the Digital Media Championship. Sexy, isn't it? There you
Actually,
go.
Better looking than that AEW belt.
I was
Sure
going to
the
say,
fuck is.
it's a nice looking belt. It looks like it's made by the same guy who made the old New Japan heavyweight championship.
This is not the ugly Jeff Hardy belt.
Hey man, they should be defending that shit in Circuit City.
The guy who was the championship at the
Man,
at Geek Squad at fucking Best Buy.
Geek Squad.
Shout out to Fries Electronics. I wish you were still here.
Oh my God.
We just
Dude,
lost our
We
Fries
just
Electronics.
lost our fries like 2 months ago, dude.
Man,
Yeah.
shout
They
out
got
to
one in Tennessee though. I remember that.
R.I.P.
All right.
Yeah, so I mean, unless you get pinned on Instagram or TikTok or
Shane,
Periscope,
who can
Twitter.
tweet the most on Twitter?
Facebook Live, I mean, something, that's the only way you should count. You can't get pinned on a pay-per-view. Then it's a TV championship
It's a
match.
YouTube
I was gonna
championship.
say, like,
Digital
what?
media. You got to get pinned in like 30 seconds. Like it's got to be 30-second clips. It's that millennial
Impact was never known
instant
for their
gratification.
consistency.
Defending the championship on Vine, ladies and gentlemen.
These are the shortest ladder matches ever.
championship matches on Tout next week.
They're just gonna do Instagram reels. I don't know.
Do it for the
my
Vine.
God.
Do it for the
Do it
Vine.
for the Do it for the gram. Do it for the Vine.
Snapchat championship, ladies and gentlemen. You can't save that shit.
Do it for the talk.
Vine is, Shane, Vine is coming back thanks to the digital championship.
No, Shane, it's not. No, it's not.
And you know who's gonna win it? Heath Slater, and he's gonna reunite 3MB. He's just a one man. He got kids, bro. He got kids.
Hey man, if that's the way we gotta do it, that's what we gotta do it.
Hey, and Heath Slater is signed to Impact Wrestling, so you never know.
Sure
He is. He is.
Speaking of Impact Wrestling, Bound for Glory is coming up on the 23rd of October, and
You wouldn't have known it.
in digital.
You wouldn't have
form,
known
baby.
otherwise.
Yeah. So Bound for
Well,
Glory.
if you follow digital media, you would.
Exactly. That's why they got
It's
the belt.
championship.
But Bound for Glory is going to be live in Las Vegas, October 23rd, and I was supposed to go and cover the show for bodyslam.net for the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. We're talking about doing a live stream. Cassidy Haynes, the head honcho, the boss, the guru at bodyslam.net wanted us to go down there and do tailgating and have like a really cool little time down there at for Impact Wrestling. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, because fortunately for me, BCW Worldwide, the company that I work with, the company that I work for, the company that I'm one of the main gurus, the big head honchos, the guys in their matches, is doing a big show. Returns October 23rd at the Holocene, 1001 Southeast Morrison Street. They're in Portland, Oregon. For advanced tickets, you can call Patty Dietz at 503-757-3132. You can email bcwbooker@gmail.com, or you can go and get those reserved seats right now. Those pre-sale tickets that are selling out. Go to eventbrite.com/BCW Worldwide. I'm telling you.
And
ladies
you knew that event, that first event back, was going to sell out quick.
Oh my
so
God.
we're seeing
People
that
are
happen
really-
right before our
We
eyes.
literally announced this announced the return last Wednesday here on the podcast,
Hmm.
and it's almost sold out, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
Get your tickets. But see, unfortunately, I will not be able to make it to Impact Wrestling because I'm defending the OIWA North American Championship that night. So I can't go to Vegas.
Yeah, aren't you defending it against some drunken hillbilly?
No, I'm defending against that
Not this
guy.
time.
You know that Nickelback reject.
Oh, you are.
Sexy.
Oh, we had a
Sexy
change in the
Pants, yeah.
card.
Sexy Pants, Paul Preston.
Ah,
He sucked up to the powers that be and offered them Nickelback concert tickets, and there it is. Now he got himself another shot. That's fine. It's all good.
All right,
All
right.
It's all good. But with that being
Nice
said,
going to be nice to see Paul Preston back, but
yeah. Well, with that being said, there's a problem because Tony DiBern, you're gonna be live commentating on the pay-per-view with the BCW Worldwide pay-per-view. So Julian, my friend, is going to be so gracious as to cover Impact Wrestling's Bound for Glory for the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast and BodySlam.net.
love it.
Also, I contacted another member of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast family, Mr. Adam Woods.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Julian, the mixologist of professional wrestling, the chemical one himself, along with the Maharaja of MMA. What's his other handle?
So let me
We
get.
got to
this
be
straight.
busy.
You are sending me and Adam Woods to Vegas to cover a wrestling
shit.
show.
I didn't think about that.
Who's Preston
Hey,
Bale?
Cassidy.
I'm sorry,
Um,
Las Vegas, Sin City. I'm sorry.
Hey, Cassidy.
I'm just saying,
we
as
can
the night,
slip
as
us
the
some
night
money
goes
here.
on, the notes are going to get a little bit slurred.
Oh shit. I got bail money. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say we might need to up the drink budget on this one, Cassidy.
I got my boy LTP. He's in Vegas. He'll keep you guys
Yeah.
very
I've
good.
got family and friends that, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. I've got family that likes me and friends in the area.
Las Vegas, Sin City, here they come. Your boys from the Roundtable Pro Wrestling
shit.
Podcast and BodySlam.net going to be debuting themselves for Impact Wrestling. Now, here's the deal. Impact Wrestling have their pay-per-view,
Yep.
and then they have 2 days of TV tapings.
Wow.
Now, that's Sunday, I might fly down there. I don't know. It all depends.
Hey, can I tell you? So way back in the day, when Sid Justice was champion, and I was in State College, Pennsylvania, and WWE was doing house shows, and the row of WWE fans between them had as many teeth in their mouth as I did. We were there for TV tapings, and when I tell you that we were there, I felt like I should have been paid for being at a job because it was at least a solid 8 hours.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
bet.
Sounds like a
This was
BCW
back in the
pay-per-view.
day when they was, I mean, I didn't know they made that many sparkler signs for Sid, but they just kept on bringing them motherfuckers out. On fire.
Oh man, the shit you hear on the show, I tell you. But getting back to the the meat and potatoes of the show, ladies and gentlemen, Hikaru Shida and Serena Deeb.
I will be looking
Fuck,
forward to
man.
watching that later.
Whew, I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
A vicious Serena Deeb.
Yes.
Right, I
I
love
love
this Serena Deeb.
I love Serena Deeb.
This is my favorite Serena Deeb. Like I mean,
Oh yeah.
they said it. They said themselves. She's like a lady of 1,000 holes, man. Like she
Oh,
is
man,
a
she was on
wrestler's
fire.
wrestler. She is a wrestler's wrestler. And I'm telling you, that Serenity lock, brother.
And she hit the detox, man. Her kicks, her strikes, her elbows, she was on point all night long.
She is my pick to be the TBS Women's Champion.
I would pick her as well.
Because Serena Deeb is fucking money. And Britt Baker, oh my God, Britt Baker is so money. Britt Baker,
Oh yeah.
She had the best phrase of the night, the best quote of the night. She says, "So the TBS championship is fantastic because now all those jealous bitches in the back can fight amongst themselves instead of obsessing over me. I love Britt Baker. I fucking love Britt Baker. WWE screwed up when they didn't get her. I love Britt Baker.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, so we forgot the entire segment where Arm Anderson is at Cody Rhodes' house. And he burned his tie, and it's just just
Arm
totally
Anderson.
berating Cody, just pretty much not wanting him bad enough, and he's not going to be violent enough. No guns this episode, but he does slap Cody and kind of like tells him to get it together.
I'm waiting for the T-shirt to come out.
There already is one.
Oh, there's the Sopranos one where the R for the R
is the gun.
Yep,
the gun.
Are you fucking kidding me? I don't mark out for other wrestlers shit. I don't buy other wrestlers merch. I'm gonna buy that shirt. I'm gonna buy that shirt. Wear it on the podcast next week. You watch. Let me find that shit on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Picture of an Arn Anderson playable character on Fortnite with a gun in his tights.
Oh my god!
I gotta find the. There was an animated GIF that I saw of Arn Anderson from Fire Pro. You've probably seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Where he does the some weird ass special thing where he literally leaps up in the air and he's just boom 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 boom.
Oh man. Okay, so look.
I'm sure someone's gonna do a mod where they take Batista's old machine gun thing, but they're gonna make it Arn Anderson instead.
I would not be upset with that.
I wouldn't either. All right, so look, we're gonna go to this big old ladder match. Andrade, Andrade is a fucking idol.
What match is this?
This is the main event. This is
the casino ladder match.
This is that everybody put their chips in. Look, John Moxley, Lance Archer
this match gets what?
Gets a shot at the AEW World Championship.
And how do you get eliminated from this match?
Oh, you don't get eliminated from the match. You gotta have a motherfucker climb the ladder and get the chip.
So it's just like 8 guys, and one guy comes in the ring every 2 minutes?
Actually, one guy came to the ring every 2 minutes. You are right.
But there's no top rope elimination.
No top rope. I mean, look.
Okay.
Shit was going
and
down.
Above the ring is what?
A big ass poker chip.
A big ass poker chip.
A big ass poker chip.
All right.
I mean, a big ass poker chip.
It's not a coal miner glove on a pole match. It's
it's not Paul Heyman on a pole match. It's not a Judy Bagwell on a pole match.
Over a ladder match.
It's not a stripper on the pole match. None of that.
Here we go. All right. I'm sorry. Casino ladder match.
There's a bag of blue chew on the pole.
And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 contestants and a joker. And we get Pac, we get Andrade, we get John Moxley, Lance Archer, Orange Cassidy, Matt Hardy.
And the Joker. The Joker.
Does Matt Hardy just manifest whenever there's a ladder?
Oh my God.
Pretty much.
What? Look, let me tell you about Matt Hardy. The spot of the match for me was Matt Hardy fucking doing a leg drop from the top of the ladder through the table and spasming like he was orgasming. It was he was like, oh. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I heard that he and
I felt dirty for watching that spot.
Was spasming.
Like, I felt so dirty for watching that spot. Then I realized at the top of the ladder was a bag of blue chew. That's why he was acting like that. Matthew Graves, first-time viewer. Welcome to the insane asylum we call the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast live here on bodyslam.net. We're talking about we're talking about the casino battle royal. The casino ladder match for the AEW's number one contendership for the championship. Now,
so the first 2 guys in were Orange Cassidy and Pac.
Now, the funny thing about that was Orange Cassidy kept trying to do the whole put his hands in his pocket, and he went down. Pac stopped. You can read Pac's lips too. Grabbed his hand and goes, "We're not doing this shit." He looked at him and said, "We're not doing this shit." And then he backed up and was like, "Come on." And then they locked up. Now, here's my thing. I've been involved in feuds with people dating for 29 years, long running feuds. I have never once locked up with someone I'm feuding with in a match. Now remember, Orange Cassidy and Pac had like a crazy ass fucking feud, right? So I mean, it is what it is. Matthew Gray says I'm a 10-year podcaster, so I love watching other wrestling podcasts. Brother, shout your podcast out. Send me a DM. Collaborations are always welcome. So the point I'm making is that this match started out slow, and then Cassidy turned it up like 5 to level 5, and Pac was like, "Not today, bitch." Pac went straight 10. Pac was like, "Let's go. Let's stop playing games. Let's go." The stiff forearms these guys were laying into each other. I'm like, man, they really don't like each other.
Oh yeah.
Pac was like, "You waking up with a migraine tomorrow." But then Pac hit that sick ass fucking like brain buster in the middle of the ring. And then your boy Andrade comes out.
That bastard Pac.
And then Andrade runs out, hits a springboard right into the brawl. Sunset powerbomb off the top of the ladder. It was crazy. Crazy.
Sick. It looks sick.
I was just looking like he done broke his back. He done broke his back. Orange Cassidy comes in with his kicks.
He just kept bouncing around with his hands in his pockets.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I mean, but then Big Money Matt came out and hit Side Effect right from the gate. Boom. Start going crazy. He's laying people out. Put fucking Cassidy on the table. Hits that leg drop. Breaks his tailbone. Yeah, that brain buster was sick. Breaks his tailbone. Busts his load. His bag of Blue Chew. Wasted all that one spot. Lance Archer comes out doing a commercial. Yeah, he took the whole bag of Blue Chew. Not like the little towel. He took the whole bag.
He had one good spot, and damn it, he wasn't going to waste it.
That was it. He blew his load right there. During the commercial break, Lance Archer came out. I was like, what the fuck? Lance Archer's here now.
Whoa. If I got to say Nikki O was a superhero, you got to call him the Murder Hawk.
The Murder Hawk monster, Lance Archer. That's right. The Murder Hawk monster, Lance Archer, comes out during a commercial break and gets in the ring, sets the ladder up. Orange Cassidy gives him the orange punch. Boom. Literally, he has the ladder on his fucking head. Gives him another one. Boom. Right? So Archer is just eating fucking like these orange punches. It was ridiculous. But then all of a sudden, the Joker arrives. And it's some cowboy shit. Lance Archer looks up and he sees Adam Page coming. He's like, oh shit. And before he can do it, Mox just comes out of nowhere and they just start going boom, 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 beating the fuck out of each other. Like, and they were throwing some stiff shots too.
Oh yeah.
But here's one thing that people, I realized it because I'm a wrestler. I don't know if you guys realized it, but Mox was talking to a lot of people in the match. Like, he was leading a lot of people through this match.
I gotta see it to actually know what you're talking about.
You'll notice. You'll notice. Like, he picks up Lance Archer and he's punching him and he's got his head close to him and he's fucking talking to him. And I'm like, dude, right in front of the camera.
Right?
Like, come on, man. Right in front of the camera. People can see you.
You know better than that, too.
Maybe they were talking about food service. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. They were talking about catering. They were like, hey.
I was going to say, yeah, the catering in the back was pretty good.
They were like, TK got the good catering. He got that con coin.
Hell yeah.
Hey, so we can't miss a spot here where Hangman Page gives Pac a kneeling pile driver. What was that he gave him through the table from the top of the ladder?
Oh yeah, that was sick. That
was sick.
That was so sick. But I'll tell you this.
He took care of him though. He took care of Pac really good.
He took care of him. He hurt his. I think he may have hurt himself with that for a minute.
It looked painful.
But I will tell you this though. Moxley was climbing that ladder. And out of nowhere, Page hit that buckshot lariat on him.
Oh, yeah.
Folded him like an accordion at a bad poker contest.
Over the rope, flip, tuck, crack.
Yeah, man. He fucking killed him, man. So after that, it was weird, too. He hit it. And they're both, and then Page and Mox are climbing the ladder. Page and Mox climbing the ladder. Like Moxley reached the top of the ladder, so he's punching at Page. Page hit him, boom, boom, boom. and like they just stopped. And then all of a sudden, fucking Mox fell off the ladder.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened?
Yeah.
Delayed reaction. Mox fell off the ladder. Adam Page grabbed the big ass poker chip, and now your boy Adam Page is now the number one contender for the AEW World Championship. Page cracks a beer top of the ladder. Stone Cold Steve Austin time, and that was it. That was the end of the pay per view. Your boy Adam Page went on to the Dusty Rhodes or the Cody Rhodes show. Got interviewed by Tony Schiavone. And if you guys watched the interview, he was really like not trying to, like they were talking about, you know, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna challenge for the AEW World Champion? And he kept changing the subject.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta go see some friends. I gotta talk to some friends. I gotta go talk to some friends. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. So my question is he gonna do the whole gimmick where he's gonna go and find Adam Cole and BTE? Be like, hey man, what's up? You know, like the whole Adam Cole thing. Like he came back, he's like, hey, where's Hangman?
I'm sure.
You know, he's gonna go and he's probably gonna reunite the Dark Order. If they were gonna do that, they should have did that last week in Brody's hometown instead of had Nick at the morning and Amanda come out.
Hey, I think it all depends on when how he has to cash it in. Does he have to like call it for a pay-per-view? Does he have to call it for a TV show? Or can he just walk in the ring during a match and make it a three-way? Like, you know, how can he go ahead and challenge for the title? And if he can do it when he wants, where he wants, I mean, shit, let it drag out. Just be an opportunistic ass and just, you know,
Seth Rollins.
Wait until Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson are beating the crap out of each other and during that rematch, and then slide on in and take the belt.
Exactly. Well, with that being said,
so inclined.
With that being said, I want to thank you, Kim, for joining us here. Kim, go ahead and lay out all your information where they can find you on social media.
We're on all the platforms: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, everything at Ignite Wrestling, Roku, Fire TV. You can also find some of our stuff on coming soon to Fight TV again. We took a little hiatus from them, and we're returning back to Fight TV, so we're really excited about that. And we are back January 15th. Vero Beach, Florida, Walking Tree Brewery. And Mr. Grimm, Have Body Bag Will Travel, will be back defending his unexpected title that he didn't realize he was going to win. No.
Shout out to my boy, Mr. Grimm, right there, the Ignite Heavyweight Champion. Grimm's one of those guys, ladies and gentlemen, that you want on a show. Kim, thank you very much for joining us. So I totally appreciate you taking the time. It is probably midnight where you are right now, 12:30, as a matter of fact. So you're up pretty late talking to us.
No, it's fun.
we will be in touch with you about more getting some things done between the two brands. Let me call my people and have my people call your people. How about that?
Absolutely.
Just make it happen.
Awesome. All right, and we will be back, ladies and gentlemen, with more of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Tony DiBern is going to break down the Dark Side of the Ring episode, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back after these exciting. I think we'll be back after these exciting commercials. I don't know shit these days. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Professional wrestling is one of the toughest sports going today. If you ever dreamed of being a professional wrestler, then former WWE superstar and World Tag Team Champion Sir Mo of the famed tag team Men on a Mission invites you, yes, you, to join his Bumps and Bruises Academy. Now in 2 locations in Carrollton, Texas, and Sherwood, Arkansas. Allow Sir Mo and his head coach, Dante Smiley, and other coaches to get you on the road to an exciting and rewarding career. Classes forming now for your shot. Contact Sir Mo at 704-819-7312 or fill out an information questionnaire now. Don't wait. Make your dreams come true today by joining the Bumps and Bruises Pro Wrestling Academy.
Hi, this is James Beard with SWE Fury, and you're watching the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Your boy Kim Uncle Julian, the franchise player, WB Bad Blood, Mr. Tony DiBern. Tony, let's talk Dark Side of the Ring.
All right, so I know we're running low on time, so we'll try to get through this as quickly as possible. This most recent episode was on FMW, Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling, and more specifically, Atsushi Onita, the founder and up until 1995, the owner of FMW. A lot of what they went into on this episode, I already had known about. Didn't really learn anything new from the episode, but I felt it was for people who were not familiar with FMW, who were not familiar with Onita. It was a good introduction to the history of FMW. My only complaint was they didn't really mention that FMW was still active today. As a matter of fact, BCW Worldwide, one of our friends of the show, Tony Myers, is in fact involved with the current iteration of FMW. Leatherface. So if you guys are at all familiar with FMW and any of its iterations, just know that they are still running to this day, and they are still very much active. Check them out whenever you get a chance. As far as what they went into, I think the only thing new that I learned was how Arai took over the promotion back in '95, and how Onita actually ended up leaving, at least as the owner of the promotion, which I always thought, for some reason, I had always thought that was a work. I always thought that Onita was still legitimately in charge at that point, but one of the things that I guess I was not aware of, and it was good to know that Onita, I guess, had legitimately left. The reasons for his leaving, I felt, were a bit dubious. Whether he was trying to be altruistic for whatever reason, I mean, whether he was trying to legitimately give the other guys a chance to succeed, I don't know. It did not work out that way, unfortunately. After Onita left, it could be argued that with Hayabusa becoming more of a star, that the wrestling got better, but they didn't have the star power with Onita, at that point any further, and it was kind of a slow decline over the next 5 years until the FMW that we knew back then kind of ceased to exist. There were still some versions of FMW that would continue on, like World Entertainment Wrestling was one of the iterations. There was its counterpart, WMF, and then it just kind of coasted along until 2015, when FMW then began to run again on a regular basis after that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We will definitely be happy to hype up your work, Matthew. Send us some more information. We will be happy to shout you out. But yeah, it was a pretty tragic episode, all things considered. I mean, Dark Side of the Ring is essentially tragedy at the very core of it. And this was no exception. Onita did not come out in the best light, unfortunately.
It's sad. It's so fucking sad, man.
It is. It did kind of make Onita look very self-serving at the very end. I mean, I still respect Onita, and I still very much acknowledge what he gave to professional wrestling, especially in Japan. Without Onita, a lot of what, ECW as we knew it would not have existed without Onita, without FMW. Right. FMW was so influential in what we know today as professional wrestling. And so I'm glad to have seen it. I'm glad to have had my role as a fan at that time. But, man, it was a really sad way for the promotion to have ended. And even more for a lot of the people who were involved, like Hayabusa, like Arai. Koto Fuyuki, unfortunately, he passed away. He passed away shortly after that as well. Thankfully, our boy Ricky Fuji, he got his moment there to kind of explain some of the things that happened at that time. Shout out to Ricky Fuji. Hopefully we'll be seeing him back in the United States here pretty soon. That's pretty much my takeaway from it. It was an incredibly sad episode, and unfortunately, not a lot for new people. Just starting to learn about FMW. This was a great primer for people like me who had been following the promotion and its background and its history. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot new to learn about it. Terry Funk, fantastic as always. Always his clever little jabs at pretty much everybody involved. He may be the most sincere man in professional wrestling, for better or worse at times. But I love Terry Funk. I will always be a fan of Terry Funk, and it was good to see him on the show as well. Thoughts, gentlemen?
I watched it. It's always so depressing for me.
Yeah.
Like, I watch it and I'm excited when I hear there's a new season coming, and it's like I sit down and I watch it and it's like, fuck. Like, the stuff that happens, man, like you sit there and you think to yourself, what else can happen?
Yeah.
And then it happens and you're like, shit.
Yeah. It's like, what else are we going to learn? Like, which one of our heroes is going to go down this week?
I mean, the whole Ric Flair thing. The
Ric Flair thing was bad enough. Thankfully in this case, the thing with Onita wasn't egregious or anything. Yeah, it made him look kind of like a selfish prick at times, but he didn't come out looking Ric Flair levels of bad by any means.
So I have not watched the episode yet. It is funny that it's about FMW. As a wrestling fan, FMW style wasn't quite my thing. I was never the exploding barbed wire match guy. That just, it just wasn't my bag. I get it. There's some people who really get into that. It wasn't my thing. But Dark Side of the Ring, as a whole, some of the stories we know, some we don't know. And if you're having a really great day and you feel like bringing yourself down a few notches, watch Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah. I mean, we had heard the Plane Ride from Hell stories so many times that nothing that I heard on Dark Side of the Ring surprised me. It was just more like, oh, you're just really going more into detail about what I really kind of inferred from what I'd heard before. Grizzly Smith?
Oh, boy.
Oh, Jesus. Worst one so far.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jake the Snake Roberts' dad. Come on. You knew that was going to fucking happen.
Dynamite Kid one, that was very interesting. That's new info. And the New Jack one, I've made it a point to watch so many New Jack documentaries, whether it was
it's sad about New Jack.
It was just it was more of just like, oh, okay, I kind of knew that.
Yeah, exactly. That New Jack episode might have been, if it's not my favorite, it's definitely in my top 3 of Dark
Yeah.
Side episodes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna watch this one.
Yeah.
About WW.
One thing I think, even though the hardcore stuff, it may not be your bag, it is fascinating to learn how it came to be.
Yes.
Yeah, especially with where he kind of got his spark for wanting to do the hardcore stuff, and how Terry Funk kind of ties into all that. So the stories about how hardcore wrestling even came to exist are definitely fascinating. The history of it too.
And it's funny because you talk about the Funks, and Terry Funk, I think at a WCW show, wanted to take a pile driver through a pumpkin.
I think he did take one.
He did.
I think it actually did happen.
It was a Halloween Havoc.
And you think about Nick Gage, you think about you think about where Moxley started off at.
Sure.
CZW.
Yeah, you think about, even when you watch The Wrestler, and
Randy the Ram,
the exploding light bulbs, the staple guns, all that stuff. There's an audience for it. So
yes.
Yeah. I think with this particular episode, seeing where Onita started out at, and knowing that he was basically one freak injury away from basically becoming a guy who would have been like a Misawa, a Kobashi, a star in All Japan. Even though he was an undersized guy, he was so close. If he had not gotten injured, if he had not blown, and it was a freak accident, literally just hopping off the apron to the floor.
Yeah.
If that had not happened and he had not ruined his knee, he may have been one of those guys who would have basically launched All Japan Pro Wrestling into that superstardom that we ended up knowing it as, where he would have been one of those guys, along with Misawa, along with Kobashi, Akiyama, Taue, and all them, that would have led that 1990s wave of Kings Road style professional wrestling. He would have been one of those guys. It's like it's amazing to think how history would have turned out differently had that not happened.
Correct.
And so we talk about how the Dark Side episodes, depressing to a point. This next one coming up is going to be anything but. This one is going to be ridiculous, a mind fuck of just epic proportions. It is on, and I know a lot of you have probably not heard of this guy. He wrestled as Bruiser Bedlam in Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
Yes.
He went under the name Johnny Canine at times.
Brian Bedlam.
This man had one of the most ridiculously just bizarre lives. It's hard to say that this is going to be an episode on professional wrestling, because professional wrestling is only a small part of what this is going to be about.
Oh, yeah.
This dude had a fucking wild life. Pro wrestling was just like something he got into just so he could kill time.
Yeah.
This episode is going to be a fucking mind fuck. It's honestly one of the episodes I've been waiting for this whole season. A lot of guys don't know who he is. I do. I'm looking forward to it. And oh my God, you guys are going to be fucking livid when you find out what this dude was involved in. Just wait.
Oh my
That's all
God.
I'm gonna say.
You know, we need to do a podcast specifically for the Dark Side of the Ring.
Dark Side of the Ring.
We might have to, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's set up a night where we can do a Dark Side of the Ring watch along.
Well, it would be every Thursday night, so I mean, we could either do it the night of, we could do
Monday,
it.
Do a podcast on
Yeah.
Monday. We do one on Wednesday. We do it on Friday. Damn it, Thursday too.
Maybe. Might have to.
Oh man, you people are gonna get tired. You people are gonna get tired of seeing our ugly faces.
I was gonna say, like, fucking, like, we might be going into overexposure territory, and plus, fucking Thursdays are kind of bad for me, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Maybe we can do. Yeah, we can figure it out. We can, maybe we can bring Matthew Graves on. Shit, Matthew Graves is in the. He thinks it's a good idea.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Let me talk to the bodyslam.net guru, the boss, the big man, Big Cass. See what he thinks about doing another show. I'm down for it.
I am too.
All right.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood. For the mixologist down there, Mr. Chemical Julian. And for this bastard right here to the left of me, or to the right of me, I don't fucking know my side. I don't know shit right now. It's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. But for your boy, Tony DiBern, this has been another exciting installment of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, before we go, shameless plug. You want to go ahead and check out Portland Wrestling at its best. And I'm talking about BCW Worldwide presents The Return. And that's going to be October 23rd at the Hall Scene, 1001 Southeast Morrison Street, Portland, Oregon, 97214. For advance tickets, ladies and gentlemen, call Patty at 503-757-3132, bcwbooker@gmail.com. And
what's the bell time?
Oh man, bell time
5
is 5
p.m.
Doors open at 4:30. Bell time is at 5 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, get your asses there.
This is a 21 and over show.
21
You are
and
correct.
over.
21 and over.
Oh,
You know what
right.
that
That's
means.
what I'm talking about.
And you can go right there to www.eventbrite.com to get your tickets. Get your tickets, ladies and gentlemen. We selling this bitch out. We gonna make it the biggest party of the fall. Because winter's coming. And I ain't talking about Sting. Oh man, Matthew Graves, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for I appreciate. Go, you know what? Do me a favor, Matthew. Go like, click, and subscribe on this channel right here on bodyslam.net. On the YouTube channel, BCW World presents the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast on that channel as well. Go like, click, and subscribe, man. Show some love. Share this link. Share with everybody.
You could win a DVD for WrestleMania 20.
You may be able to win 3 DVD. We got a whole lot of shit we're trying to give away. Holy shit.
That's on volume 11.
Forgot just how much we're trying to give away. We can't give it all away. We literally have to. We got to find ways to give it away.
I mean, there's some more shit that I got. I got more giveaways, bro. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, we do.
Those MMA guys. I got some MMA shit you can give away. Yeah, Combat in Kiev, man. I got all kinds of shit to give away, man.
Jesus.
All types of good shit, ladies and gentlemen. I got Dr. Payne's Clinic Wrestling. Nobody want to watch that shit.
I was gonna say, what? You got to pay somebody to take that away. God
Hey,
damn.
I got the demise of the D-Town Boys from Championship Pro Wrestling here in Portland, Oregon. Oh my God, man. Becky Lynch. Rebecca Knox is on this DVD, ladies and gentlemen. She is
that
on
the
that
one we were
DVD.
talking about last week?
Yes, when we were talking about last week, I got a whole bunch of copies if y'all want to watch it. But if y'all want to watch some of these really cool shows on TV, Tony, where can they see us?
Well, we might want to clear.
Actually, Mr. Julian, because Julian knows this shit backwards and forwards. Julian,
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the Portland, Oregon area and you want to watch this show and you've got Xfinity and CenturyLink, Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. on Channel 11, Xfinity TV and CenturyLink TV. Mondays at 10 p.m., Channel 22, Xfinity TV and Channel 8002, CenturyLink TV. Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m., Channel 23, Xfinity TV and Channel 8003, CenturyLink TV. Tune in and join in.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to listen to this podcast when you're driving around town and you're like, man, I ain't got no music to play in my car, I'm trying to bump some cool shit, all you got to do is go find the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast on Google, on Spotify, on Apple, Pandora, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and all the major podcast platforms. And Tony, tell these cats where they can find the hottest wrestling news.
You can go to bodyslam.net to all of your wrestling news. You can also catch them on Facebook. You can catch them on social media. Cass has been, he dubbed me the fucking heel of the show. So goddamn, pal.
Yeah. If you want to buy some cool ass hats, beanies, tank tops, all that shit, it's wintertime, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all gonna need some cool ass hoodies. Y'all can go look at www.503originals.com. That is www.503originals.com. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're out this bitch. Thank you for joining us here on another exciting installment of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, live on the bodyslam.net. Look, this has been the AEW Dynamite show, not the SmackDown show. We will see y'all next week.
We'll be back.